We're a very wealthy community in food and agriculture and love, and the people are great, but the devastation it's almost hard to relate to. We're like a bottomless pit and a black hole of resources for volunteers and food and support and love. So we're going to need all the work that, all the help that we can get.
The fire will affect people for probably at least 3 to 5 years with joblessness, with homelessness and things like that. So we'll be around as long as there's a need, but we'll also be trying to identify underserved communities, the Latino community, and others in this region that just really haven't gotten this kind of food before, and we want to offer it to them.
I'm the executive chef of Aaron Jonas Catering in San Francisco and Sonoma County. My background, I'm 37, my background is in large-scale food production, catering, team building, special events.
I am a restaurant writer at the Santa Rosa Press-Democrat. It's our local newspaper, and I write about restaurants for the last, decade or more.
I got involved with this organization by donating my time to Worth Our Weight, which is a cooking school for at-risk youth in Santa Rosa, California.
Do you guys chef volunteers? We already did. Okay, do any of you guys have cooking experience?
The reason that Chef Aaron and I hooked up is he just showed up one day, I think it was the 3rd day in, and said, "How can I help?" And I said, "I don't know you from Adam, but you seem like a person that could really help us, so I don't know, why don't you take over our entire kitchen operation?" And he stepped in, and he's been doing an amazing job. He really gets what we're about. He's making food that I think most people would be really excited to get at a restaurant, and we're trying to make it that kind of quality.
Within about an hour, we kind of realized all of each other's skill sets, and then I was asked if we could lead the transitional move to a larger facility, which was the Santa Rosa JC. We started feeding thousands of people right away, so anywhere from 5,000 people one day to 8 to 10, and I believe we've had days where we've produced food up to 15,000 people. My home, I was lucky to be in Petaluma, California, where the fires did not reach. They came within miles. So our food is for everybody that needs it, that were directly affected by the fires up here in Sonoma County, Napa County, and Mendocino County. We are Sonoma Family Meal on Facebook and sonomafamilymeal.org online. We are now several hundred people strong. We're all volunteer-based. We have a board. We have nonprofit status. We have the Santa Rosa JC doing prep and incorporating our prep work and the breaking down of meats and vegetables. The students are now hands-on doing that as they would be, but now they have a little bit more purpose behind it.
I wanted to create a way that chefs could donate food to our fire victims. So I sat at my table and started doing a lot of social media about people who had restaurants who were offering, free meals or offering to help. And then I sort of realized when my own family was displaced that there were families like ours who were, all sitting around a harvest table, 10 or 11 people, not really sure how to feed themselves during this trauma. So I thought, hey, let's put the peanut butter and chocolate together. I know a lot of chefs, and I know a lot of families could really use this service right now. So what we did is, in one night, I sat down at my kitchen table, I started texting people, and I did social media, and I thought, I think this could work. We had Guy Fieri and his team that were over at the fairgrounds bring us tons of meat. We had a man from Reno actually drive in a pallet of organic produce and just wanted to help. And we saw more and more people who wanted to help, but a chef can't take a pan of lasagna to the Red Cross. We can take a pan of lasagna.
We just made kind of an Eastern Indian carrot soup here. This is Chef Musi from the Vintners Inn. They've been amazing this whole process, taking us in, helping us feed Sonoma County.
The property was evacuated. We have 44 rooms in the hotel. The property was evacuated at 1:30 in the morning on October 9th. We were closed until the following Wednesday. The hotel reopened to guests in need for displacement. Trying to help out as best we can.
Every last cherry tomato gets used. Every scrap of meat, bone, skin, everything, all product is being utilized. And thankfully it's just very high quality, organic, local, sustainable ingredients. So not only are we making food for several cruise ships a day, but in many sense, a lot of people are eating better than they're used to. Our county is very, very at risk, and decimated in places. Houses not burnt, but melted. Melted. I mean, the fire just tore apart everything. I've just heard wind that some homes may not be rebuilt for up to 5 years. 6 months to a year, we project that our services will be needed. You know, you need all hands on deck. For instance, you know, we have 40,000 people that are still being fed, and our organization at the best may feed 15,000.
But now we're going to be moving to Meals on Wheels, Council on Aging. I think they have about a 20,000 square foot commercial kitchen that was actually built for disasters. And it hasn't been used for that yet. We talked to them and we're becoming a small nonprofit under them and using their commercial kitchen and then trying to document how we're doing this for other natural disasters so we can both do it here and train other people around the country how to very quickly bring together a lot of chefs to feed people.
For instance, most people have probably forgotten about Puerto Rico by now, but they need us more than anything. They need our help too now. You know, the people of you know, Texas still need help, and we need help. I mean, we have a lot of national disasters going on, and really nobody should be sitting at home doing nothing, and everybody needs to give something. It's just the right thing to do.